Hey there YouTube and all of my subscriber family, and welcome to yet more subscribers. It's pretty exciting to be officially over 300 subscribers, so thank you for watching and subscribing and supporting my channel. I just wanted to say that at first because I very much enjoy giving recognition to those who like to support my channel. I am no mathematician by any sense, but I do acknowledge that without all of you, I have less of a channel, so I want to express my appreciation for each and every one of you. So, as you probably know from one of my previous videos, I helped out a friend of mine by the name of Peter on his van build so that he no longer had to sleep on the floor of his 2010 Ford Transit Connect. I believe it's a 2010. And we had a lot of fun doing it. It was a blast. But he mentioned he didn't have a heater, so I do want to give, I don't give many shout outs, but I do want to give a very small little shout out to One Awesome Inch because he had mentioned the idea of an oil lamp, and he made it clear it wasn't his own original idea, but he did mention it. And I happened to watch that video, and that's where I got the idea of investing in an oil lamp, and Peter purchased the same one. I think we paid a total of like $50 for the lamp itself, which I think was $30, and then the sootless, smokeless, oil, wicks, lighter, all that kind of stuff. I think we paid around $45 or $50. So we did experiment a little bit with the oil lamp. We didn't use his, we just used mine because I wanted to test it. Obviously I did for the video. And we placed it in his van when it was empty for about an hour, and it seemed to heat up the van noticeably. It was on a very low setting, so naturally it's not going to give off too much heat when it's on low setting, but if you crank the wick up more, it produces a lot more heat. But one thing that I noticed is that the oil lamp itself, while it did produce a respectable amount of heat, it would just go straight up, just like my alcohol fireplace. Without a fan, there's no way to spread the heat around. So I decided that I wanted to surprise Peter and build him a little stand that he can put his oil lamp on, and as a secondary, it'll also be a fan that he can use with or without the oil lamp lit, and it'll give him air circulation, and it'll also be able to spread the heat. Now, there was one obstacle I had to face with this particular fan, being a 12-volt fan. I had several fans left over, and I still do have several fans left over from working on my bulkhead. Since I have my ventilation built into the bulkhead, I wanted to use a 12-volt fan, two of them actually. And I had to go through some trial and error. I bought a couple of silent fans to start out with, and they didn't push enough air. So then I bought some that I can variate the speed of the fans, and that still wasn't quite enough, so I bought some rather heavy-duty 3-amp fans that are loud, but having a variable knob that will control the speed of the fans actually eliminates that issue, unless it's like blazing hot inside and I need to suck all of the hot air out, and at that point I'm not going to care how loud it is, I just want the airflow. But basically, I'm happy with the fans that I have now, but I have extra fans, and I decided what a better way to get rid of one of them than to give it to Peter. So it's a 12-volt fan, and he doesn't have a house battery as of right now. I'm probably going to give him one of my house batteries that's not in the best condition anymore because of the fact that I let it drain down to about 25 or 30%, and it hasn't been able to charge quite as well as I've wanted to. But he doesn't necessarily need one for quite a while, but when he is ready for one, I'm going to probably give him that one just to get him by until he can afford to get a nice AGM battery or whatever he wants to purchase. But in the meantime, he needs something that's 12 volts. And he does have an outlet in the back where his bed is, but I don't want him to have to use that just to run the fan. I want him to be able to just use it wherever. So I decided to purchase a AA 12 volt little juncture box. And it holds 8 batteries, which is enough to equate to 12 volts. Works great. I tested it before doing the install or anything. In addition, I also purchased 16 rechargeable nickel metal hydride AA batteries. They're 2300 milliamp hours, or 2.3 amp hours each. And if you put all 8 in series, it's roughly 12 volts. Now, the one issue is you still only have 2.3 amp hours, which is more than enough because I think the silent fan that I have included in this little gift that I built for Peter is, I think it only uses 0.3 amps per hour, so I don't even know how long. It might take 2 days for it to run down. And the nice thing is, with these batteries, you can run them dead and then recharge them, and they'll be good as new. And I also bought a battery charger, which will be able to charge 4 batteries at a time. And I think that'll be sufficient enough because the batteries, while they're being used, will last a long time. Definitely enough time to charge 8 batteries at a time. And the reason why I got this one in particular is because it actually shows you the rate at which it's charging, not by amp hours, but for example, if it's still low, if it's a medium charge, or if it's full charge. And it comes with a 12 volt adapter, which is important because he'll need that. And I want to say that I spent around $50 for everything, I think. And I have one additional 12 volt little battery box, so I might use it for something. Or I might give it to somebody else later on down the road if they have a van build that I help them with. Who knows? But I have it. And I purchased everything on Amazon because I have an Amazon Prime account, so I was able to receive it all in 2 days. And I'll also link all the items down below in the description in case it might be something that you want to work on yourselves. I'll even put the link for the silent fan in there as well. It's a 120 millimeter fan, which is not really large, but it pushes 60 cubic feet per minute of air. I think that's what it's rated for. Anyway, descriptions and prices and all that will be down below. So I just thought it would be a nice little gift for Peter, since I know that one of the essentials for being comfortable living the van life is heat. He's got a comfortable bed now, so we got that resolved. And he does have heat now, but there's no way to spread it around. And I thought this would be great. I've already shown him a picture. I sent him a text message with the picture. I was going to surprise him, but I decided it's a surprise enough just for him to acknowledge that I even made it for him. I'm sure you've noticed now this is the second video that I've done with driving around and whatnot. I actually had a lot of fun with it. So basically, when we had that snow day, I had so much fun recording video while driving that I decided to purchase a cell phone holder that attaches to the windshield. Before, and I know this is not safe, but I had to hold my cell phone steady while steering with the other hand and which is why it was as kind of shaky as it was. I was trying to stabilize it, but my arm's not exactly the perfect stabilizer. But so I got one of those. I'll put that into the description as well because I'm fairly happy with it. I'm more than content with it, that's for certain. And it's stable. The only thing is, and it's kind of unavoidable because this is a full ton chassis, and it's pretty much like driving on a solid piece of steel. So I'd need to get a stabilizer if I wanted the video to be any more steady than it is, but I don't even know how necessary it is. I hope you guys don't mind me adding more driving shots because I drive for between 3 and 4 hours a day with my commute to and from work, in a sum total of 3 to 4 hours each workday. So sometimes I capture some pretty cool things, and now I get to share them with you. A lot of times there are sunsets I wish I could have captured, and now I'll be able to. It's already after 10 o'clock p.m. and I normally don't record videos in the dark like this, but I hope the lighting's actually okay. I'm using my cell phone as a flashlight to help make myself more visible, because I've noticed as even when I'm recording around 6 o'clock at night, which is about an hour after I get home, the sun goes down to a point where it's rather difficult to see me. So I'm trying this out. That's not why I'm doing it at 10 o'clock. That just happens to be when I'm actually done for the day on a Saturday, no less. Weekends are busy just like weekdays are busy, so. But I'm going to be working on the van tomorrow. I'm hoping to get at least one more cabinet built. And then I guess the question that I have to figure out the answer to is whether I want to narrate through the video or if I just want to add music to the entire video. I don't know. I just figure this out as I go, but seems like a lot of people like it when I narrate through the videos, and I actually don't mind narrating. It's becoming a fun thing to do. It's another one of those experimental things that I was open to try, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. So anyway, that's about it. And with that said, as always, thank you for watching. Take care. Love others as you love yourself. And I'll see you next time.